I don't know how they could expect that after all of this time, we would still just be silent.
Meghan Markle is speaking her truth, as a source tells ET that Prince Philip's health condition is more serious than they originally knew.
Well, at the moment, we heard from the Duchess of Cornwall that Prince Philip is slowly responding to treatment. He's clearly very unwell.
On Wednesday, a new preview.
Some of the words that they still say with a British accent, so they'll say zebra. And what else do they say? They have these little moments where it comes out, because they have very American accents, but they say words that are just like him, and I think it's adorable. Zebra's a good one.
Zebra, I love it.
Under the Sun is ranting and raving about the new David Beckham documentary on Netflix. The 4-part series is giving an inside look at his career, relationship and family. Victoria is obviously a key figure of this documentary, and folks are loving the interaction between the two, including Beck's calling out Victoria, which...
Buckle up, besties, because the royal drama just went nuclear. So get this. Buckingham Palace didn't just throw shade, they dropped the entire royal curtain on Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's kids. And the receipts? Oh, they are wild. We're talking shady birth records, dodgy christening details, and a takedown that feels like a royal plot twist straight out of a Netflix series. Like, are Archie and Lilibet even in the royal family anymore? What is going on? Is this the final chapter in the Sussexes' royal dream? Or is this the beginning of their total collapse? Don't blink, don't scroll, because every single crumb of this story is juicier than the last. And we've got the whole steaming pot of tea. Grab your popcorn, we're getting into it.
Well, hello, hi, congratulations. Thanks for taking the time out. Thank you.
Okay, here's where it starts to burn. Word on the royal street is, the palace is done playing nice. They're officially stripping Archie and Lilibet of their royal titles. Not gossip, not tabloid rumors. This is backed by actual constitutional law, y'all. The 1917 letters patent. So basically, Meghan and Harry's kids are out. O-U-T, like no more Prince Archie or Princess Lilibet. Just Archie and Lilibet. Like it's a whole government-level move and not some petty snub.
Time is with him as he slowly starts to grow up.
And I hear you're off to see two special people in a minute.
Yes.
The Queen and the Duke.
Yes, and we just bumped into the Duke as we were walking by, which was so nice. So it'll be a nice moment to introduce the baby to more family, and my mom's with us as well. So it's been a really, here we go.
Another great grandchild.
And baby, the crown is playing hardball. King Charles isn't yelling, he's lawyering up. Yep, legal action is allegedly underway to rip away Archie and Lilibet's HRH titles permanently. No more royal roles, no duties, no perks. And for Meghan, this is brutal. Her whole image, this modern royal mom balancing tiaras and toddler tantrums, just got shattered. Her brand, her influence, even the dollars, girl, they're slipping fast. And Harry, our redheaded rebel, is panicking behind the scenes, apparently scrambling to fix things. But the palace? Stone cold silent. No reaction, no sympathy, just ice. That message is loud. No more second chances. No more blurred royal lines.
Meghan, can you tell us what it's like becoming a new mum and tell us a little bit about baby Sussex, as we're calling him?
It's magic. It's pretty amazing, and I mean, I have the two best guys in the world, so I'm really happy.
Tell us a little bit about your son. What's he like? Is he sleeping well? Good baby?
Yes, he has the sweetest temperament. He's really
They're showing off. You have to do these things for the cameras, you know.
They're so busy. So busy, constantly wanting to stand. And
I have cameras in my jeans, so I.
I know. An old soul.
I think he knows exactly what's going on.
I know.
But hold up, because it gets even crazier. The palace didn't just throw out some vague statement or leak it to the press. Oh no, they came with documents. Actual royal-level proof that changes everything about Archie and Lilibet's royal status. This isn't some clerical error or symbolic jab. This is war. Let's rewind for a sec. From the second Meghan and Harry had kids, things were off. No royal hospital photos, no tradition, no clarity, just vibes and confusion. Meghan said it was all about privacy, but royal insiders, they weren't buying it, not even close.
Meghan and Harry, a CBS primetime special was released, which shows Oprah Winfrey asking the Duchess of Sussex how she feels about having the palace hear what she and Prince Harry have to say.
I don't know how they could expect that after all of this time, we would still just be silent if there is an active role that the firm is playing in perpetuating falsehoods about us. And if that comes with risk of losing things, I mean, there's a lot that's been lost already.
And then it got sketchy. Remember Archie's birth certificate? It got edited. Months later, Meghan's full name, Rachel Meghan, was suddenly wiped and replaced with Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. What? That's not a typo, that's a rewrite. Meghan tried to spin it like the palace made her do it, but the palace was like, nope, that was all her. So everyone started asking the obvious. What is she hiding? Control? Legal strategy? Trying to scrub something from the royal history books? Nobody knew, but the whispers turned into shouts. Then came baby number 2. Lilibet Diana, born in 2021, and honey, it was pure chaos. No UK hospital, no official announcement, just a glossy PR statement from California like, she's here and everything's fine. But girl, the timeline was fishy. People started pulling screenshots from Meghan's Zoom calls and comparing her baby bump in different photos, and they were not matching. The bump changed more than a movie script mid-filming, and when you're part of a family that's literally built on protocol and tradition, that stuff matters.
Isn't it fun to watch David hold Victoria accountable? I mean, even in that playful way, it was interesting to see him hold her accountable. But I think that if we are really going to compare, you know, David and Victoria to any members of the royal family, it would be William and Catherine. It's that, you know, that flirtation.
And let's be real, this isn't just any family. This is the royal family. When babies are born into this monarchy, it's treated like a national event. Every second is documented, confirmed, sealed in gold. So when Meghan and Harry dropped their version of events, yeah, people were side-eyeing hard. The palace kept it classy, but don't think they weren't watching. Every odd choice, every blurred detail, every bombshell interview, it was all getting noted. They were keeping tabs. And now, they're done keeping quiet.
Ball. Again.
Boom, the final receipts are out and they are brutal. Archie and Lilibet's royal standing, it's under a spotlight, and it all comes down to that 1917 letters patent. That thing isn't just royal jargon. It's the law that says who gets to be called prince or princess. And guess what? It's strict. You need the right bloodline, royal supervision, and legal legitimacy. No loopholes, no vibes, just rules. And apparently, Meghan and Harry didn't tick all the boxes.
To step back as senior members of the royal family, moving to the U.S., their marriage, parenthood, philanthropic endeavors, and how they are handling life under intense public pressure.
For the royal family, this interview is coming at such a difficult time.
This marks the couple's first televised interview since their engagement in 2017. And royal expert Katie Nichol told ET on
This isn't petty, this isn't revenge. This is the monarchy reclaiming its throne, literally. Palace insiders are whispering that Meghan had a whole playbook. Keep the sparkle, ditch the duties, raise the kids in California sunshine while keeping those royal perks flowing. But the palace, not having it. They've drawn the line, and this time, it's final. And oh, Harry. Sources say he's been pacing the floors, losing sleep, making late-night calls to royal relatives begging, yes, begging, for some middle ground. But guess what? This isn't a family fight anymore. It's not a chat over tea.
Yes, he has the sweetest temperament. He's really calm and
I don't know where he gets that from.
yeah, and he's just been the dream. So it's been a special couple days.
Who does he take after? Does he look like anyone?
We're still trying to figure that out.
Well, everyone says that baby's changed so much over 2 weeks. We're basically sort of monitoring how the changing process happens over this.
It's about legacy, royal legacy. Inside the palace, the engines are already firing. Legal teams are crafting the papers that would officially strip Archie and Lilibet of every last royal title. And it's not just names, it's everything. No protection, no ceremonies, no seat in the royal order, just 2 kids with fancy names and no royal ties. It's done. And Meghan? Oh, she's feeling it. Her whole empire was built on that Duchess identity. From Netflix to lifestyle brands, that was her angle. And if the palace pulls the plug, the foundation cracks.
This interview has set alarm bells ringing at the palace. I think there are a lot of courtiers who are very nervous about the interview and apprehensive about exactly what the couple are going to say.
And she said the timing couldn't be worse.
This interview comes at a very difficult time for the royal family. They are much more concerned with the more serious matter, which is the health of the Duke of Edinburgh, who is seriously ill in hospital. And there are calls by some royal commentators and experts who believe that this interview should be rescheduled and aired at a less sensitive time for the royal family.
And the timing couldn't be worse. Meghan was just launching her whole American Riviera Orchard rebrand. Pastel tones, garden vibes, jam jars, everything curated and cute. But while she was posting peaches in quotes, the palace was setting off a constitutional earthquake. Sources close to King Charles say this wasn't rage, it was strategy. While Meghan and Harry were out here giving interviews and calling out the royals, the palace sat quiet, took notes, gathered proof, and now, boom, total power move, no headlines, no interviews, just action. Hold on, because this next twist, woo, it's straight up messy. So, Meghan claimed that Lilibet's christening happened in California, and even said royal reps were present. But now, sources are saying that might not be entirely true. Apparently, there's no official registration with the Church of England, none, zero, zilch. Which is a big deal because in the royal world, christenings aren't just cute little photo ops with lace gowns and silver spoons. They are legit sacred rituals that bind royal babies to the church, the crown, and 1,000 years of tradition. And without that connection, their royal claim starts to crack like crumble. Now, insiders are whispering that Meghan's decision to DIY Lilibet's christening may have totally backfired. Instead of securing Lily's royal future, it's actually making people question whether she ever had one to begin with.
some of the words that they still say with a British accent. So they'll say zebra. And what else do they say? They have these little moments where it comes out, because they have very American accents, but they say words that are just like him, and I think it's adorable. Zebra's a good one.
Zebra, I love it.
And poor Harry. Wow, he really didn't see this coming. After Oprah, after the Netflix doc, he thought the storm had passed. But nope, he's now stuck in what sources are calling a full-blown royal nightmare. His kids might not ever be recognized by the very monarchy he was born into. That legacy, it's slipping away. One insider spilled that Harry made a super emotional plea to senior royals, like he was begging, just hoping for a little understanding, some compassion, a second chance. But the palace's response, stone cold. A royal aide allegedly said, "This isn't about emotions, it's about lineage, order, and the future of the crown." Ouch.
Happy birthday to you. Archie, you want to come up?
Oh my.
Let's face it, Meghan and Harry really thought they could have it all. That California sunshine, no royal duties, but keep the glitz, glam, and those titles? Dream on. The monarchy has rules, and they're not bending them for anyone. Not even the Duke and Duchess of Drama. And now Meghan's team is in full-blown crisis mode, flooding the internet with heartwarming clips of Archie and Lilibet, family photos, cozy updates about her jam and garden brand. But let's be honest, it's not working. The sparkle's fading, because now the palace is calling the shots. And while Meghan's PR is spinning fluff, the palace is working silently. No headlines, no back and forth. They're meeting with constitutional experts, writing up legal documents, and preparing for what might be the most savage move yet. Once Archie and Lilibet's HRH status is officially stripped, it won't just be about what they're called, it'll completely reshape how, or even if, they fit into the royal system. And King Charles? He's not yelling, he's not raging, he's focused. Insiders say he's laser-locked on preserving the monarchy's legacy. After years of letting Meghan and Harry fire off interviews, book deals, and documentaries, the palace is finally hitting back, but not with gossip. With action, surgical, strategic, silent. This isn't a scandal, it's a royal reckoning. And once that royal string is cut, that's it. Game over. No more Prince Archie or Princess Lilibet. No more royal invites, no fancy ceremonies, no state-funded protection when they travel. Just two celebrity kids with a famous surname and zero royal ties. And here's the kicker, no leverage. Because let's be real, that royal shine, it was their brand's golden ticket. Meghan wasn't just a former actress, she was a duchess. Her kids were born into royalty, and that made everything she touched sparkle just a little bit more. Now, that sparkle's going dim, fast. And don't sleep on the financial fallout either. Everything Meghan and Harry built after stepping back, the podcast deals, the books, the Netflix specials, all of it was built on their connection to the crown. That inside access vibe, that was the hook. But once they're officially cut off, they're not insiders anymore. They're outsiders with stories. And in Hollywood, that hits different. Without those royal titles, the VIP doors start closing. Meghan's rebranding with jam jars and dreamy aesthetics? Sure. But Harry, sources say he's falling apart, feeling like his entire legacy is crashing and taking his kids' future down with it. He thought he could be a rebel and a royal, play both fields, but Buckingham Palace just shut that down. This isn't tabloid drama, it's a constitutional correction. The monarchy is laying down the law. And poor Meghan, she's running out of cards. The pastel filters, the curated family shots, the California calm vibes, none of it can cover up what's slipping through her fingers. Because those royal titles, they brought her instant respect, elite invites, and the weight of centuries of history. Now, gone. This isn't just a brand crisis, it's the collapse of a fairy tale in real time. At the end of the day, it all comes down to this. The monarchy is drawing a line in stone and protecting its legacy. Meghan's carefully crafted image is falling apart. Harry's waking up to the brutal truth. This was never about fame. It was about tradition, legacy, lineage, and the monarchy. They didn't need to fight. They didn't even need to speak. They just pulled out the paperwork and rewrote the future. So what now? Is this the end of Meghan and Harry's royal fantasy? Or just another dramatic twist in the saga that never quits? With Archie and Lilibet's titles hanging by a thread and the palace making moves in silence, one thing is crystal clear. The crown isn't playing anymore. And the Sussexes, they're not royalty. Not anymore. Not anymore.